Let's look at the last option in this conditional formatting box, this Manage Rules button. Up to this point, we haven't used this, although if you're using conditional formatting quite a bit, this is a box that you would potentially see often. This box isn't very interesting right now because we don't have any rules set, but you can click this New Rule button and have this box come up. We'll select this Format Cells That Contain option. Let's go back to that original condition where anything greater than 100,000, we're going to format in green. And click OK. Now this box shows us this rule that we just created. It shows what the rule is, whether the cell value is greater than 100,000. It gives you a preview of the formatting, and then it tells you which cell this applies to. We can click OK, and again, we'd have to change the value to see a change in the format. But one advantage of this Manage Rules section is that you can also change which cell this applies to rather quickly. So let's say you created a rule, but you only created that rule for one cell and you wanted to expand that. You can now come in to that Applies To section and select all of your cells and click OK. And now you've expanded all of that conditional formatting to the rest of the cells. Another advantage of this Manage Rules section is you can change the rule after you've already set it. So we'll click here, Edit the Rule. And then let's say that instead of a static number, we wanted to change the number as well. We'll come in here and select D1 and click OK. Now all of the items are green because there's nothing in D1. But now we could do 75,000 in D1. And it changes the conditional formatting. Let's look at an example where you would have potentially multiple conditional formatting in the same selection of cells. So we'll come over to this tab right here and select our numbers again. And then let's create a bunch of rules to apply to the same set of cells. So first, we'll come here and create a top items rule. Let's say we want to select the top 5 items, and we want to do a custom format. And let's go with this dark green, bold, and white text. And click OK. Then let's also apply some of those greater than or less than items that we were seeing before. So anything greater than 100,000 we'll do with a green fill. And then anything less than 50,000 we'll do with a light red fill. And then anything in between 50,000 and 100,000, we'll select this yellow. So now we've got all these colors, but you'll notice that the dark green highlight for our top customers is not showing up. The text is still bold, but the dark green color around the cells does not exist. And that has to do with the fact that we've got multiple conditional formatting on the same cells. So coming here to Manage Rules, you'll see all of those rules that we created. And when a new rule gets created, it is created at the top of this list. The way that Excel handles multiple conditional formatting is it goes from top to bottom. So in this example, it's first going to apply this yellow formatting to any cells between 50,000 and 100,000. Then it moves on to this next one if it's less than 50. Then it moves on to this greater than 100,000. And then finally, it moves down to this top 5 customers, which is why we see the top customers have that light green fill instead of the dark green fill, because this rule is above our top 5 customers. As a side note, there's also this Stop If True button. You can check any one of these, and it will stop all of the conditional formatting rules if the current rule is true. So like I mentioned, we've got this light green shading, but the text is still bold because in our top 5 customers, it's applying this bold font. If we click this Stop If True checkbox, and click OK. Now the bold goes away because anything above 100,000 defaults to this light green and no bold, and then it doesn't even get to our top 5 condition. We'll undo that and go back into Manage Rules. You can change the order of these rules, however, by selecting the rule and then clicking these arrows to move up or down. So let's say we really wanted to show those top 5 customers first and then apply all the rules below it. We'll move this to the top and click OK. And now we clearly see the dark green with white text. Those are our top 5 customers in our list. And then we've got the green formatting for anything above 100,000, yellow for anything between 50 and 100, and then anything below 50,000 gets a red fill. So this Manage Rules section can be really handy to manage all the different rules that you may have. You can also select whether you're looking at the current selection or any specific tab. Like this worksheet, we only have the 4 rules that we created, but if you had a lot of rules, those would all show up here. And those are the basics of conditional formatting. There are obviously a lot of things that you can do with conditional formatting. The best way to get good at conditional formatting is to just play around with it and experiment with the various reports you may be working on, and just try and use the different components that we went over to create reports that visually are a little more exciting than just some numbers in a cell.